parcels triggered a smallpox outbreak.
I don't have a problem with that, boss.
No. Yeah, after picking the Asian girl, we're going to need a moment. We'll be right back. Just kidding. What are we looking at? We're looking at 4 Giants. This is an Imperial IPA, and it weighs in at 9.2%. And it's from Founders, so I got high hopes. Higher hopes than the Surly. That was terrible.
There's a couple good things out of Surly, but I really think they have gone just downhill. I just wonder if they just throw shit in a barrel and hope it works out and sell whatever it is.
Well, of the stuff in the fridge from Surly, those,
I really like those 13 ones. The number 13s or whatever those were.
I also have that Supreme series. And it's like a different kind of venue for them. Mm-hmm. But the one that the Irish Stout came out of, that was like more of their classic stuff. Like, there's 4 beers in there, and I have not had 3 of the 4. The only one I've had is Furious, and Furious isn't all that bad. So it's got a fairly dark amber. Got some big head because.
Well, when you see some Asian jugs like that, of course you're gonna get a big head. Ooh, I do like the smell though.
Yeah, kind of a creamy, hoppy, not real tropical fruity. Smells like a cow just farted in my glass. Cheers.
Tastes like it smells.
Yeah, this one might be one that Stephen Bush would like. A little bit drier, a bunch of tonsil war going on right now.
I wish I'd have woke up to this, to be honest. Might have helped me.
Let me guess. We should have had you blow in the breathalyzer before you had your first beer today. Actually,
I don't think so.
Technically, was your last beer today?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I ended up in.
When I don't get home till 5 in the morning, I mean, it's
good possibility. Yeah, after Locked and Loaded last night, which I appreciated. A few of you guys, and I'm all with you. Said that last night's Locked and Loaded was one of the best yet. Mario Mosin, and Mario talking about the downside to PTSD and TBI and all of the shit that our veterans have to go through, and when they come home, and unfortunately Mario knows too well because, and I never did ask him how many brothers are in that picture that he referred to, but 7 of them have already killed themselves in his battalion.
Damn.
And that is unacceptable. First in was Joey. Wow, Joey actually was able to take advantage of some insider information for the first time ever. Because I think I set this loose right before the show started. I believe. Harmarsh says, "Hi, Joey." Smile Money says, "Joey, you're supposed to be working. These links aren't going to post themselves." And Cobra says, "Hey, Joey, how's that hot wax play going for you? Have you reached level 2 yet?" When I got the candles from Celicia, his recommendation was to make a navel plug, fill up my navel, wait for it to harden, and pop her out. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Ed would be pissed. Harmarsh. Hey, yo. Dr. Steve. Saying second. Being third. Multi-gunman saying fourth, being right.
Being correct. He can count.
Wow. That's like multi-gunman. That is very early on for you. Then multi-gunman says whiskey with an E.
Can I just, like,
I don't even know if you should smell it.
I was going to say, can I just, maybe just be content with the whiskey I've already got in me?
See, now, your up late was alcohol enhanced. Let's see, the show got over. Me, John, Joey, and Christopher, along with company, talked until about midnight. Then John hopped off. Then it was me, Johnny, and Chris, and I think Johnny finally went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning. Then it was me and Christopher, and I believe it was 2:35, 2:40 when
You hung up with
I
him?
finally went, this is ridiculous, man. I'm going to have to set an alarm to go shopping tomorrow. So, yeah. Thankfully for my head, I wasn't where you were. I finished my last beer with dinner and didn't have any alcohol for Locked and Loaded.
I went to the bar and I was fine, man. I was totally fine. I think I had 2 mugs of Two Hearted Ale, and then I ended it with a glass of Knob Creek. Well, you know, after you get that little shot of some Knob Creek in you, you just don't want to go home. So I went to a friend's house, and that's where the party started. Oh, I don't think there was really much any beer. It was more like shot, shot, shot.
Whiskey with an E. Oh, if Chuck, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I didn't have my manicurist come over. Me and Matt actually just got done. Would have been bitching. I think Christine's been bitching for 5 or 6 years. We have Mike's tree has grown over on close to our house, and when it's windy, it's actually taking the paint off of the fascia, and the top one, in a really bad storm, bounces off the old satellite dish.
Well, and it sounds like you're constantly opening a screen door or scraping.
And it's actually loud, depending on where. I mean, it's louder outside, obviously, than inside. But because the satellite
I can hear it in my garage very clearly. Until I realized what it was, I always thought that was you guys getting home or, going out the back door or something.
Opening the door?
Yep, I always thought it was the back door for a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna save up those for later, maybe.
Oh, Joey. Did you get the this month's battle box? I have to say, this is I really been getting into the smaller but bulky knives, and unfortunately I can't show you that one that you've already seen a zillion times because it's upstairs in another pair of pants. But this is another Fox knife, and ask him. I love the orange liner. It's carbon fiber, and the only weight to it is the blade.
It is super light. I will give you that.
I love that blade style, and this might be one of the sharpest factory knives I've ever experienced. Tardisius, there is no reason to do any blade prep on this guy as of right now, and I believe this is a VG10 steel. So another Fox knife, which only reminded me of what a lousy friend I am, because I still have to get Harold the knife that I told him I'd give him. I tell you, Harold, though, I have made at least some strides forward. When I was mailing off the book to JR10 Desert Gold, his David Brown book, I did grab the customs papers. And congratulations, Canada is now on full and complete lockdown.
What? I don't get why they're doing that.
It is now illegal for you to leave your house unless you're going to the grocery store or to pick up medication.
No work, huh?
Nope.
That's pretty cool, though. Everyone gets a little break.
And I just wonder how long before they play that game again here. And here's the funny thing. I usually always have my mask with me, at least as a backup. Mm-hmm. Like I said, about the only place that you have to at Menards. They are literally, they will escort you. They'll turn you around at the front door.
Gestapo's.
But out of respect for a small company, I usually always wear my mask at least as a chin strap over at Superior Meats. And I'm just demoing a pair of work pants. And I realized when we pulled into the lot, I'm like, you know what? I don't even have a mask with me. Christine looked at me and she goes, well, why? How is that an issue for you? And I go, well, I was not wearing my mask at Superior Meats. Then they plastered the door. Of course, have you seen the one over at Advanced Auto? Someone painted. It's the whole upper glass panel. You cannot enter this establishment without wearing a mask. Walked right in. Everybody behind the counter looked at me, and I went, hey. And I walked past. I grabbed my light bulb and my oil. Nobody said anything to me anywhere. The only issue I had. I did have that one douchebag over at Superior Liquor say next time, and I said, if you're telling me next time I can't be in here without a mask, there'll be no next time until this is America.
I already told you that fucking, was it the old guy?
Mm-mm.
Because the old guy asked me. Well, first it was the little kid, then it was the manager, and then it was the old guy. But the manager, that was pretty quick. That was like right into the whole, COVID thing. I told you just like last week, he's following around the store fucking talking to me. He doesn't care, but I think they just have to ask you.
How come I've never been asked at the grocery store right across the parking lot?
I know, that's the funny thing. That is the funny thing.
I've had a conversation with the manager of Super One. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, hey, I'm not wearing a mask, what do you think of me? It was something like, hey, I just wanted you to know I tried something for I don't know, I was just making chit-chat with him just to see if he'd say something to me. Never did. And I've had conversations with both the manager and the assistant manager about products over at Walgreens. And I personally thought if anybody'd be Gestapo, it would be a medical place. I've stood right there at the back talking to the pharmacist and the pharmacist helper, and they smile. They don't say a single thing. The only place that actually acts like douchebags is Menards. And I was asked to leave the Superior One in East Duluth after Karen ratted me out.
Yeah, I heard.
And then Greg called her a Karen. He stood behind her in line because he ended up having to take care of lunch because I said "fuck you" to the manager and walked out.
Karen, you dumb bitch.
And Greg goes, "So you're the Karen that got my buddy kicked out, huh?" And she didn't really have a response for him.
Well, she might have been. She might not even know what a Karen is.
I don't know.
Or she could have just been hating.
Again, to each their own. Thought this was the United States of America. The masks are, pretty much proven to do little to nothing, and it's not a law. It's not a law.
Well, you heard what they're trying to do now. They're talking about putting in. You got to have your vaccine papers to to go to work or possibly travel. And someone was posting about it because they were taking a survey like, should they do this? And this guy's like, hell yeah. Do you realize just even forcing a vaccination card, that goes against everybody's HIPAA?
Mm-hmm. It's a HIPAA violation.
I mean, that's just the most simplistic, easy way to put it out there. You do not have to explain your medical conditions to anybody, whether you've been vaccinated or not. Oh boy, it's the titty drop.
It's another Brad video. And right now. Come on, stop shaking them. Just let us see them. Oh yeah.
Holy shit, when those popped out, they really dropped.
Nice, Brad.
I still liked that little I don't know. She looked like a little Asian kind of girl or whatever, or maybe a Brazilian or something. I don't know. The one that you sent me, she was doing the same thing. She dropped those titties and then she started dancing around naked. She was cute.
Drop them. And again, everybody remember, if you want your Ed story in David Brown's next book, to be like Ed, make sure you get them to B&E, my email. I forward on all of the original memories of Ed from before, and I had one new one, and I completed my essay this morning. I have to send it to David yet. I wanted to look it over one more time, but again, it doesn't have to be some immense thing. You didn't have to necessarily have met Ed, but you know, a few of you just made comments about how Ed was always interactive with you when it came to answering comments and stuff like that. So if you want to be in the book, please get me that. I think David's goal was to have them in either by or on Monday. So stop procrastinating. Brad, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother, Brad. Ben in. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Ben. Din Scourge. Who holds someone up with a vent rib besides Peepaw when he catches wind and you knocked up the little girl?
Did you do something I don't know about, Eric?
Jolson. This video needs more cowbell. It may need it, but it won't be getting it because it's Saturday.
Nice try, though, Jolson.
Tardisia says a little anyway, and Cobra says double cowbell. Oh, look, it's Christine. Cheers. Salty Shellback. Yep. Naked. Cobra says, everyone hide your Twinkies. Ooh, that's got dual meaning right now. And then he says back to Cobra, what, no sword fight? Oh, come on. I can see this going down. I'm a visual thinker. Then Cobra says, ever insert a Slim Jim into the creamy Twinkie center? Salty says, I will now. God damn.
He's got some issues.
Jorn, I want your daughter back on here. And cheers. I would like Sam to join us for more of these. I'd have to make sure that I got well, she does drink almost every style of beer, but I know she's Steve, Neil, I know she's a big fan of stouts.
Really?
Yeah, I think she prefers the imperial stouts over most things. You know, today, well, actually, last night, and I don't know what the hell time she started, or if she got a bug up her ass or what, but, and of course, because I was doing Locked and Loaded, I didn't get to go back up and hang out with her, but she was putting the motor back in the Subi.
The motor back in what?
The Subi. Yeah, I'm glad I got a cleaning bitch.
Piss off. This is for the fire.
Oh, yeah. Good call. We're having a fire after this. Coleman 75. Love the shirt. Cheers.
What shirt was that? You've always got a good shirt, but...
That's a good question. Which one was I wearing? God, you're going to make me look?
Actually, I think it was black yesterday. Yep.
Oh.
I was like, I remember seeing you.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh, you know what's awesome? I'm at Super One, of course, without my mask, and the girl behind the checking us out, she kind of did this little look around, and she goes, by the way, I absolutely love that shirt. And I go, so are you saying you're a like-minded thinker? And she goes, yes. And I'm like,
Can I get a discount?
Hey, can we forget about the last 6 items on the conveyor? I was like right at $98, and it's like, oh god. So no matter what you buy, no matter how many things you buy, it's always $100 or more.
That's true.
2 items, $100. 27 items, $100.
No. 27 items are like $200 for me.
Oh, and I can say to Coleman, rock on, the best, thanks. I guess I'm just going with thanks. How the algorithms
That was
even
really
come up with
original.
shit, yeah, I'll bet. Gunwild, late but here, bitches. Gunwild, 4.5%. How in the world do you handle all of that alcohol? Well,
That's like drinking a Busch Light, for Christ's sake.
I did put a shot of rock oyster in it.
Steep it up a little bit.
Didn't help.
No.
Yeah, that was if I was doing an episode of Does It Mix, putting scotch into that Irish stout was not a way to improve it. Gunwild, you can have my dose of vaccine. I'm not the government's guinea pig. I agree. J-Dog, here before work. Catherine Matthews sends a link to hookers, I'm sure. Let's see.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
She looks a little older.
Warning, you will see nude photos. Please be discreet. Oh, yeah. Whatever you do, you shouldn't hit the continue button. What? Yeah, never mind. Poco? I now have a TV in my bedroom. Yep.
No. Bathroom.
Oh, bathroom. Crappin' in luxury. See, I think having a... See, it's bad enough. You know, just a life hack. If you want to avoid hemorrhoid problems, leave your phone outside the bathroom door when you go into the bathroom.
I can't wait till I'm your age.
Oh, look, it's Man Cave Matt.
Hey.
Poco, wake up, you're crapping in the living room again. Poco Loco, back to Man Cave Matt. Little do you know that the broom closet and I haven't been that drunk in over a decade. Ooh. Imagine that the next day.
What the fuck is that smell?
Oh, shit in the broom closet. Poco Loco.
I don't have any cats. I don't have any dogs.
When the fuck did this turn into a cooking show? Hey.
What were you doing?
I was making my mushrooms for dinner. I was killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
You were making your mushrooms?
Yeah. They were cooking the whole time right there.
Right.
On the walk. They turned out pretty freaking good, too, man.
I believe you.
Gunwell, try putting the flag on the bed of your truck and drive around to enlighten everyone.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, though.
That's because we got the Looney Tunes one with Biden on it. And we've got the one from Scotsman.
I remember the one from Scotsman.
Yeah, I just got that one yesterday. Yeah. Got the Looney Tunes thing, but instead of a Looney Tune in the middle, it's the real Looney Tune. Joe, the fraudulent president, Biden.
Yeah.
Hashtag Biden is not my president.
Well, unfortunately, we're all stuck with him until he.
Oh, it'd be kind of interesting. The nice lady at Super One actually asked what the name of my channel was because she made a comment that I have a few demented friends that send me really cool shirts, and lately they've all been anti-Biden. And she's like, "What is the name of the channel?" So she could actually
potentially show up sometime.
Yeah, she could be listening right now as I say this, and I say amen to like-minded thinkers because we're gonna be sheep until the sheep throw off their shackles and tell the fraudulent government to go F themselves. Poco, I know people chug syrup and run for the border That's why it's funny. Laugh out loud. I've never chugged syrup. Ish.
I never ran for the border either.
Steve, hops and lead. I only want springs on my knife when they are autos.
Geez, you know.
Smile Money, you and Surly don't have a good reputation. Were you searching for the word relationship? No. Smile Money, Philadelphia whiskey. Remember you rated it higher than some of those expensive whiskeys before you knew the price and said you like it. I gave it an 8. Whiskey snobbery. At its price point, bullshit. Laugh out loud. No, it's when you compare it with an Isla, there's definitely a difference. When you compare it for the fact that it's a great big plastic jug filled full of alcohol, it's not bad. I think it'd also possibly be a good mix, even though I usually don't do that much. I mean, I'll actually have a soda and a glass of whiskey, but I usually don't let the two of them fall into each other.
So, curious question. How long are you going to keep your hair like this? Are you just going to let it grow back right away, or are you going to keep it short? Because it's fucking really killing me, let me tell you what.
No, if I don't let it grow, someone's going to kill me. Oh, and all of a sudden I got sawdust in my hair. Where'd that come from?
Probably that tree in the backyard. Hey, that went pretty quick. Quicker than I thought it was going to.
No, actually, the last one I cut even surprised me. It seemed like
it was
I made
like boom, boom,
like,
and it fell down. I brought a branch over to the fire, and the other one was already falling.
Harmar Stellar locked and loaded with Mario Mosen. Yeah, it was a good show.
I'll have to check it out.
Clyde says F9.
Dude, they are smoking you on this game.
F9 was already called, and it was a miss.
They have more hits than misses, it looks like. Wow.
14 hits. 17 misses. So we're practically in a tie.
50-50.
Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Big Charlie's Model Garage. Awesome. Love the shirt. Beer. Thanks for the shout-outs, buddy. And we can say, anytime, you bet, no worries. I'm going to go with anytime. Big Charlie, if you hear me say this, I respond in the next video, but YouTube throws up these stupid, canned, generated things that I can choose from, and unless they totally have nothing to do with what I said, I choose one. So, I choose anytime. Cobra, hell yeah. Get your flu vaccine. Laugh out loud.
I think I'm good on all my vaccines.
Yeah, me and Christopher were talking about this last night. If it came down to someone aiming a gun at me, I'd be like, go ahead and take go ahead and you take your shot because I'm not taking that shot. Not a chance. Cobra, P.S. Nice clothing rack. I recommend wooden hangers. Better for the planet. I don't know what I did that. No metal hangers. Remember that movie? Old classic. Tardisius, my favorite wine is Boone's Farm Strawberry.
Oh my god. Is that really even considered a freaking wine though?
I
Boone's Farm? I
think it's a malt beverage, isn't it? I don't know, is it actually a wine?
don't think it's a wine.
Cobra says more cowbell for that. Smile Money, I haven't heard that since I was a teenager. But it was a great gateway beverage.
Oh, I can agree with that. Hell, even probably like 8 years ago, I used to play poker with, some of my buddies, and they were all older. Quite a few of them actually now have died, but they would fucking get Boone's Farm and pass it around the poker table. Just sip it, pass it, sip it, pass it. There's a joint right behind that. There's another bottle of booze for him. Those people liked it. That's fucking sweet to me. I don't want that shit, but teach their own.
It was very sweet. Or it is. You can still get it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cobra, I have a serious question. If Pete and Repeat are in a boat, Pete fell out of the boat, who is left in the boat? I'm not falling for your little games. Cobra again. Okay.
Thought you said you weren't going to go for it, huh? Looks like you lost that one.
Moving on. Cobra. D6. D6 is a miss.
Wow. I thought for sure that was going to be a hit. Just to, even it out a little bit more. You got to find a better game because you're not doing too good at this one. I'll tell you what.
Cobra, your phaser is awesome. I have one in a box still, but really think about opening it up. Life too short to just let it sit in the box my whole life and then given the goodwill when I die. So I really want to do one of the phaser mods that puts the real laser inside. The one's hot enough to light matches and pop balloons. Oh, I absolutely... hey, Cobra, I tell you what. If, I know he really gets into that whole tinkering with small wires and soldering and stuff. If you actually make one of those, I would commission you to make another one.
Because I want one.
Oh, they're... I mean, shit, just Google it. I don't know all of the components, but they did say that they take the laser out of a Blu-ray player, and they put that in there. And all I know is the guy is sitting he's sitting in his living room, and on the other side of the room, he's got balloons and shit. He's
just shooting them.
He's popping balloons. You put a little bit of smoke in the air, and you just see that light. It's awesome. And this is what
first time playing with a laser.
This is what you use.
Oh yeah, I know.
You got this guy.
Well, you got to keep the sound though, right?
Yeah, you have to.
So which one's the death and which one's the stun?
Let's blow it up. I think that might be the stun. It doesn't really say on this thing, it just has...
I think that's kill. What the hell is that? Man, too many things on that thing. Really? That's how you feel about me, huh?
And I told you, the cool thing is, if you actually ground just the very tip of the emitter hole off, this one would snap in place. The only difference in size is this one is flush across the top and that's sticking out.
That little nub.
Or I drilled a hole in this. Then I could put the bottle opener in it, but who would do that?
I know a guy.
So Cobra, you need to get on this shit. I'll send you my weapon. Oh yeah, you know how awesome that would be? Story time. Now I'm gonna show you my phaser that Cobra smile moneyed for me.
I'm guessing your new fridge would have freaking burn marks all over it.
Just put paper over there and make burn holes. Yeah, that thing would be absolutely badass, I'm not gonna lie.
The fucking laser.
There's a phaser upstairs that I think it took. I was on a waiting list for like 2.5 years for it. The damn thing is it's like the least cool one of all of them. This one does shit, and this one is like solid, and it's actually a numbered series one.
Well, that one does look pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie, it's all hidden, but it looks cool.
And that's got this in the movie. When they go to that's kill, and in the movie you actually see it go Oh, everybody's dying. We're fine. We'll just take it out of there. In the movie, when they press the button, you see it do that. So that's stun, and that's kill.
Oh,
and
boy.
It's
well, heavy.
It's a solid piece of something.
Yeah, it is. Man, you really are. Damn Star Wars nerd, though. I'll tell you what. I've been watching Star Trek. Sorry,
You're so fired
I
right
know.
now.
I have been working on my Deep Space Nine. I'm in like halfway of season 2. There's a lot to fucking watch, though. I mean, there's like 9 seasons just for Deep Space Nine, and they're all like hour long, 20 plus shows a season.
I could probably sell this for $200 now.
Think so?
Well, it wasn't cheap when I bought it a long time
no,
ago,
no.
But of course. And Cobra, did you notice I took it out of the container? Just kidding.
No, if he could make that one shoot lasers,
Yeah, that'd
be pretty sweet.
That'd be a major undertaking, considering it's.
Oh, you'd have to take it apart and do a lot of hollowing out the insides and.
Yeah, you'd be better off like getting like the CAD program for its size and making one out of aluminum.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I don't even have a clue what the hell that thing is made out of.
It seems heavy for aluminum.
Let's see what it.
Not heavy enough for steel, I don't think. But
McLean. Well, look what you have here. Looks like Eric cooking up a nice meal for him and his husband. Bless you.
no, I didn't get none of it.
And I can say thank you. Hope you enjoy. Eat a dick.
Eat a dick for sure.
I'm going with eat a dick. Eat a dick from you know that thing.
You're thinking about it. Yep.
Oh, what was his name? God, drawing a blank. You know that Letterkenny. You know that thing. Ida was her name, and
No idea.
never mind.
So last night, I was out with my friends, and went over to my friend's house, and they've got a really good friend that they grew up with, and we were sitting there talking. She's got like 2 master degrees, right? Really smart. She's had 40 jobs. She can't keep a job. And we're talking, and she seems like very much like a normal person, right? And I mean, I even worked in a lot of mental health fields. Well, here she says that she's got Asperger's. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes a lot more sense why you can't keep a job. I mean, honestly, the social interaction she struggles with, but she's really intelligent. Well, she was talking about this and talking about that, and then we said something, and we asked her a question, and she was just struggle busting for a minute. So I said, quit with the pitter patter. Go ahead, get at her. She fucking died, dude. She loved that. She loved that fucking saying. All goddamn night. That's what I kept hearing. If anyone stalled for more than like 10 seconds, she quit with the pitter patter. Let's get at her. I fucking died. It's the little things in life.
Unfortunately, John gave up on the series and then just tried watching one episode from season 2, one episode from season 3, and so on and so forth, and declared it was the second worst show he's ever watched. Number 1 was the Tiger King.
So I have not watched Tiger King, and I haven't finished Letterkenny. To be honest, I've been more into Star Trek. I will give you that. I've been just watching that. That's pretty much it.
Well, John was going to try to leverage some dope on it.
What?
Some shit. Because I've actually really been enjoying The Mandalorian.
You're fucking with me.
No.
I told you that was a great fucking series.
But I look at it as it could be as good as Star Trek. We just won't mention that it's Star Wars.
But it's not really Star Wars. It's The Mandalorian.
Well, yeah. But we do see Jedis and Imperial
Doesn't
troopers.
mean that it's Star Wars. That's a full-on series of its own. Just like the movie The Ewoks, whatever that is.
Fuck those little Ewoks. I'd like to take a golf club to those little pricks.
What? I like those little bastards.
McLean. Hoo-ha, Eric. Computers, Star Trek. Keep this up and people are going to start thinking you're a nerd. Just looking out for you. Call me.
I mean, I definitely can agree to that.
McLean. I used up all my comments. Then you tell me Matt's going to be there. Nice, Eric.
Giving you guys a warning. Actually, today I'll probably be pretty tame because last night was horrible. So I'm going to take it real easy.
Wade, does your opening statement mean you're now a mutant? No. Yeah. I managed to kill them before they. Can you imagine if you went to your doctor for something and for whatever reason they like give you a shot under the false pretenses that it's for something else, and you find out that they've now given you the vaccination?
You know what I think I would have done?
I actually had that dream the other night. I was at the doctor's and they came in and said, we have a shot for you. And I'm like, I can't even remember. I was there wondering if, how those commercials are up saying, did you have hernia surgery? If they use the mesh, you might have a lawsuit. Yep. I was there because my swimsuit area has been bothering me.
Okay.
And they came in, the nurse comes in pushing a cart with a needle on it, and I said, what's that for? And my doctor, who wasn't Kelly Kleinschmidt, oh yeah, got to rub one out in the parking lot before you go in to have the cough test. Ask Christine. Christine's like, oh yeah, she is good looking.
This is your doctor?
Yeah. I actually got Christine to switch from her doctor to my doctor.
Where do you go?
Over here to the Essentia Clinic, right across from Quick Trip.
Okay, I do too, but I don't have a regular doctor. And
You better switch to Kelly Kleinschmidt.
The last couple I've had were really fucked up names too. I can't even remember what they were. I got to think of them, but they were just like, one should probably be a gynecologist, and the other one should probably be the rectal checker.
Dr. Taint Scrub.
I mean, they were bad.
Yeah, so the nurse, the doctor tells the nurse to give me the shot. And I'm just like, what's the shot? He goes, don't worry, Mr. Bomey, it'll all be okay. No, I want to know what's in the fucking shot. And they're like, well, with everything going on with COVID, and all I remember is I was like, no! Back the fuck off! And I made him stand in the corner and I went out the door. I'm like, you are not going to give me the shot.
I remember one of the doctor's names now. It's pronounced Dr. Bonner. Boner. You look at him and you're like, well, nice to meet you, Dr. Boner. I mean...
Does he just prescribe the blue pills?
That's... I can't remember the other, but I did remember Boner.
You know when it's really bad? One of Greg's friends had some kind of a medical problem, and so this is where you don't want to waste it on the mood. If his wife were to come to him and say, hey honey, why don't we
go upstairs, he
actually has to
inject
his junk with a shot in order for it to perform. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, I just decided to put it in the pee-pee hole. Hey, McLean.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Okay, so Wade says, my first computer was a Commodore VIC-20. It was basically a keyboard with an 8-bit RAM, not gigabyte or even megabyte, just 8-bit. If you wanted to do anything, you had to learn to write programs and store them with a specialized tape recorder on a cassette tape. So it's what I had in computer class. We had some of those in there. Nihap says, I learned on a TRS-80 at school and had a Commodore 64 at home. Ooh, the upper crust. I also had the cassette drive, which just recorded a 300 baud modem. We have some a long way since 1980.
I'm guessing he meant to say we have come a long way.
Smile Money says, in college we used punch cards to enter data. Then our first home computer was the Tandy 2000. I remember that too. No hard drive, just a floppy drive. Yeah, they had the 3.5 and the 5 1/4 inch drives. See, the 5 1/4 was the first ones. That's how you know the computer is even older. Hell, for Smile Money, I thought he just fucking scratched some shit on a wall in the cave. Tough crowd. Moving on. Nihap says
Fucking
back.
killing me, Smalls.
I remember the Tandy 2000. It was actually a very first computer for the era. It was the first to use the 8186 Intel chip. A 10 megabit, not gigabyte, hard drive was available, but few could afford it. Tandy machines were around until 1993. In other words, they were around. They started going out right when that Smith & Wesson 610. I don't know if I've told you guys. I picked up a Smith & Wesson 610 chambered in 10 millimeter. Smile Money back to Nihap. That's it. I even bought a Model 100 laptop when they discontinued them. You know it's bad when the shit's so expensive that the majority of people don't buy them until they're discontinued.
I remember back, I guess my first computer, my grandma had one. It was the old school Apples. I don't even know what exactly it was. But you'd have the little floppy fucking disc things. You could put them in there for games and shit, and I'd play Oregon Trail and Number Munchers, and
it was all just the
black,
basic
black and green screen. I don't even know what it was, but those were my good old days on the computer.
Nihap, cover the address and hold it up to the camera. Your 6th grade reading level ruined both jokes. Curly pubes and Hell Jacket. Still doesn't make any sense. And it was 5th grade. Get it right, Nihap. Gunwild, a racy picture of you for a wallpaper. The racier, the better. Rawr. Gunwild, watch out what you ask for. I have a picture of me wearing nothing but a Domino's pizza box from 1989, if you so desire.
Just make sure it's when I'm not here that you do this stuff.
Hey, you want to see it?
No.
Actually, the truth is me and my fiance,
your girlfriend, I'm sure,
and a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Because he's. Here's the funny thing. I was just like, I ran across these pictures and I'm like going, oh my God, why do I not? I think this is when me and Pam went to Canada. I mean, it looks like I'm completely naked, holding a Domino's pizza box at an angle so you can read it over my junk. Wherein the truth is, our friend Dan also went with us and we were getting ready to go to the pool. So I'm wearing swim trunks, but all you see is my legs below the box and me shirtless above the box. So it literally looks like I am wearing nothing but it's one of those, it's still disturbing because I had a mustache back then and it looked like a fucking red cockroach died on my lip.
Fucking red cockroach died on my lip. Alright.
Gunwild, Nihap is souping up the computer for me. I didn't know that he knew I even existed. Thank you, sir. And if Nihap was here, he could say, happy to help anytime. Welcome. I think he'd say welcome. So that's why I'm hitting that, Gunwild. Because just like Joey's sister, I'd hit that. Oh my God. Sharky.
You just fucking throwing them out there today.
Brainwashed Bomey. Intro was good. Intro babe is nice, but the brew babe is in the lead. Sharky again. Love your shrooms recipe. I'll have to get back to this and write it all down. And I can say, hope you enjoy. Please do. Glad you like them.
Well, he hasn't tried them, so how does he know if he likes them?
I'll go with hope you enjoy.
What was your mushroom recipe? Mushrooms on a walk?
And add heat.
Yeah.
No,
do you dice them up, or slice them up, I should say?
See, I have to admit, it was very good, but I was a little disappointed with this batch. I normally buy just the regular shrooms, but I decided to splurge and spend a little bit more on the
Portobellos?
The portobellos. And they're good kind of on their own. Like the night before, I had the stuffed ones from Grandma's.
Yeah.
But take a mushroom and just remember, no matter what size it is, it's going to be half that size when it's done cooking. So if you're like holding it like it's bigger than a golf ball, I might cut it into 3 slices. So I slice the bigger ones, I leave the smaller ones alone sometimes, or I cut them in half. A lot of fresh crushed coarse black pepper, fresh garlic. This batch had 2 fairly large shallots instead of onion. I used shallot. An entire.
I'm surprised you even know some of these things.
An entire brick of Irish butter. Some of the
a brick.
Oh yeah, the full thing.
Of butter.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And a little
a little bit of butter, okay. A little bit of olive oil, okay. A brick of butter?
the whole stick, the whole thing.
The problem is I could see you really doing that.
Oh yeah. Then I used I think I said sea salt yesterday. It was only because I was having a brain fart,
Himalayan salt, Himalayan salt.
I used his pink Himalayan salt.
It's not mine. It's yours. I gave it to you.
Well, the stuff that used to be his. And then I let that all start to simmer until the butter's completely melted. I let that whole thing bubble away for a little while. And I tell you, that the wok in that little gas burner, almost on off, I probably would boil water. So you turn the heat up just a little bit, and it's like everything starts just a roaring. And then I let it go for about 15-20 minutes, and then I put in 1.5 cups of that red wine.
Why didn't you throw in some steak in that and some?
That's because I had it with steak.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did the steak on the grill. I was like, you could really max that meal out.
Oh yeah. No, I the problem is those mushrooms you need at least an hour plus before you even start cooking whatever meal you're cooking. You can easily spend a couple hours, and I think that's why you cannot go to a restaurant around here and get the mushrooms as good as I can make them, because they're a little. Sharky would understand. Spend an hour and a half making up your mushrooms, but
really that long though? My mushrooms take me 20 minutes.
How can they be done? It takes all that time as they slowly come down, and all of that butter and the wine turn into a really thick gravy. They just fall apart. They're so freaking awesome.
I don't know. Mine don't take me that long.
See, I know what yours tastes like. Yours tastes like all the mushrooms you get from Texas Roadhouse or Grandma's, because they only have a certain amount of time. You couldn't, unless you have a batch of them going.
That was a low blow.
Hey, if you're cooking as good as Texas Roadhouse, it could be worse. If I said Matt's mushrooms remind me of something I got at Burger King, I could see the insult. What a Sharky. Sharky says, you should check out the 1 glass wine at 1 glass it. Too good to be true. What? You should check out the 1 glass wine? I don't know if this is going to lead me to where you're...
Porn site. Oh, it's an actual drinking site, alright.
I said, yes, I'm of legal drinking age.
Yeah, but you're not from Europe, so it's ignoring you.
Okay, let's just say I am in Europe. What happens if I press it then?
How about you try saying no? Maybe it's a trick question.
Yeah, I am not of legal drinking age.
Yeah, it's just it freezes up there.
Yeah, Sharky, man, I'm stuck here. I'm at the answering the question. Okay, I'm just gonna answer yes without.
We really encourage to drink alcohol beverages with moderation.
Hmm.
Well, what the fuck is the fun in that?
Yeah, Sharky, I'm literally stuck at the it won't.
Maybe they put you on lockdown with the coronavirus and everything going on.
I got Corona. Shut up.
Oh. That girl in the background, I mean, I only got a quick flash of her, but she looked a little goth there. No, not so bad. It was just a quick.
But you know,
She's a little tatted up.
If you look at it, you could easily see the
some nipples.
the nipples, the piercings. Smiley, thanks for the Matt alert. This gives me time to schedule a watch party. 1 shot of beer when he says boss, 1 shot of whiskey if he says I'll tell you later, and water chaser when he says something lame or stupid. Then a double shot to the first one that needs to take a piss. Laugh out loud.
Hey. Hey now. I don't know if your liver is going to be able to handle that.
Sharky, Linux has come a long, long way since the mid-90s when I first tried it out. Slackware, SUSE, Red Hat, the old school stuff. The graphic UI was a thing to get working. Now, one slaps in a DVD and an hour later you're good. Amazing. Actually, not even. You put in a solid state drive and you're up cruising midget porn in less than 35 minutes. Mike, cheers. That would be non Joe Satriani Mike. That'd be the other Mike. Sharky, your phaser is almost as cool as my daughter's lightsaber. You've seen the pics. Yeah,
Is that one of those new ones? I've seen a couple like custom order lightsabers or whatever that you can get nowadays, and they look pretty sweet.
Yeah, he said he got this one for her, and it's an aluminum body, and he goes, it's impressive for what
Is it actually like, or is it just?
I don't know. All I've seen is his daughter standing and holding it with it on. I don't know if it. I've seen somewhere. I don't know how they do it.
That's what I'm saying.
The
like,
light actually travels up the tube. It's like, hell yeah, brother. Sharky taking a shot at C1.
I'm pretty sure that's a fucking miss there, boss. Oh, smile, money. Take a shot.
Sharky SH. Hi, Matt. Oh, Eva Adams in the Bikini Riot outfit won as the outro babe.
Outro, babe. That's the one on the end, right?
Yeah, Eva.
I don't know. I kind of do like that brew babe, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, porn star lineage.
She looks not too shabby.
Yeah, I've seen her put a dick away.
Cripes almighty, Eric.
Man Cave Matt. Here, 79th commenter. Did I win? Yes.
Won something.
Yes, yeah, you won. Smile Money, are you going to drive through Canada? Seems like a direct route. Oh, but you want to carry guns. Do you have a passport? Christine has a passport. I do not have a passport. Poco Loco. Besides that, they're on full lockdown now. The border,
Ain't no driving through.
the border wasn't open. Now it's double closed.
Well, I wonder why they're doing that, though. I actually heard they have an astronomical amount of people in the hospitals. But maybe there's more to meets the eye than what we see or hear.
Then again, I don't deny that China started this. This is not an accident. This wasn't two bats fucking in a swamp over in some meat market. This was something created, and for that, I just nuke them. Just make that fucker a great big ashtray. Last comment, Poco Loco, skip to 2 minutes and 15 minute mark. Okay, you know who, play Earache My Eye by Korn.
I would say we should probably send some people over there before we actually bomb them, though.
Bumba. Bum diddy bum. Okay, where are we? In non-record territory this time? Oh, exactly 1 hour. Right now. Okay. 4 Giants IPA. Do they tell what they use in this? Because I'm guessing Stephen Bush. This is probably closer to right up your alley.
A little bit of ball sweat.
Yeah, it's covered in ball sweat.
Liberal tears.
Some liberal tears. 80 IBUs. 9.2%. On the E scale, it's good, but it's, I don't know. I'd give it a 6.5.
Really, that's all you're giving it?
Yeah. I was thinking 7, but
I would say I'd have to go with 7.5. I didn't think it was. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of dry bitterness to it. It's not even really bitter. It's more like the dryness. But I didn't mind it at all. And it's like, to me, it was almost like a 2-hearted ale, but it's a lot stronger. So how can you knock it?
it's got a little thingy
Little
going
funk
there.
going on.
Versus, I guess it does have some characteristics about it. Okay.
Do you need me to move so you can go grab something else?
I don't even know what else I even want right now. I could go for a good stout, but hey, you should try that. You should try that Irish stout. It's really good.
I might have to, just because I know it won't kick my ass.
Hair of the dog.
I've already worked on that. That was the 4 Giants.
I tell you, Miles better get off his ass, or I'm just gonna frickin' drink this without him.
Well, I already told you we should have done that long ago.
Nordic honey wine with sour apple juice, hops, and cinnamon added. 19%.
See, honestly, that doesn't sound overly great until you get to the 19% part. And then I'm like, I'd do that.
What's that? Oh, ish. No. Oh, God. Okay. My prediction is there's only 3 people in here anyway. Oh, look, there's 3 people in here. Harmarsh, Two-Hearted Ale Club, and Sunny Slopers long ago. Cheers, clubbers.
Cheers, Harmarsh.
Because then we're just going to go outside and burn shit. I wonder if we're under a burning restriction yet.
You know what? We don't know. It won't hurt them.
It rained for 3 weeks, so I don't know why it would be. Then Scourge, check the brew Gmail. Oh, more deleted comments. What did you send? See my boobs. Oh. Pull this up on the TV for like 30 seconds.
This says an error.
It always does on Chrome.
Damn, that's a little loud there, boss.
Oh, yeah. This is Naomi I was telling you about. She's her. If you took her tits off, she probably weighs about 65 pounds.
As most of you realize, of course, implants tech and silicone is tech. So today we're going to take a look at what I've been carrying around for 5 years and talk about why I have to get my arguments swapped out. The first thing you'll notice is I've only got one implant here, but two boots. That's because one ruptured. Scary, right? Yeah, the doctor said it was all growth and stuff.
Yeah, this is like the most clothing I think I've ever actually seen on her.
Was she like a porn star or something?
No, she's like a tech nerd. Her videos are all about technology, CAD programs, 3D printers.
Never seen her.
Let's see. See my boob. Sexy cyborg. See what? Yeah, see, she very seldom has much in the line of clothing, and she's not embarrassed to just go walk everywhere while everybody looks at her chesticles. That was when she was walking around with the 3D camera. I mean, a friend told me. I don't actually follow her channel.
Yeah, okay.
Out here, I'll just where is she?
You know what? Huh. I could see how this would appeal to some people.
I don't know who those people are.
Yeah, but I myself, I think Surly really fucked up.
That's why I gave it a 3.
Is that what you gave it?
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a 2.
I think I gave it a 3.
I'm gonna be lucky if I can finish this one, to be honest.
Gunwell, did I make the club? Cheers, bitches. Yes, you did make the club, and now I'm going to do the refresh button, and then we're going to get out of here. Because, hey, Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Duluth right now is 58 degrees.
58? Fuck. I gotta go smelting tonight.
I got something you can smell.
No, not smell. Smelting.
Oh, smelting. Okay, cheers, guys.
Later, boys. Feel a lot better after.